little sugar buggers, welcome back to the channel for a brand new episode of Let's Play The Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle. So we're picking up a little bit after where we left off in the last episode. Right now, Kale is attempting to train Iggy on how to sit, and I must admit, it is going quite well. For whatever reason, these two have an impeccable bond, and he literally listens to every single syllable that Kale speaks. It's so freaking cute. In the future, I absolutely can foresee maybe Kale becoming some type of veterinary technician because he just literally has a way with animals. Now, Ben, on the other hand, just came home a little while ago. He's eating some garlic noodles. I do believe he was going to make some clam chowder for the kids, but underneath all of these happy emotions, he was actually feeling quite sad when he walked in today, and that is because him and Marlowe have been kind of on really weird terms ever since they moved in, and Marlowe is no stupida. She totally picked up on the vibes and suggested earlier that maybe they go out on a little bit of a date night at Sally's roller rink, I believe. So Marlowe just got done taking a shower and kind of getting ready. She's actually just about to go and cool. I think we're gonna end up calling... I was going to maybe send the kids to daycare, but then I was thinking on closer inspection that we should actually just hire a nanny. Even though it is a little bit later than I like, we definitely need to try to spend more time with our husband to kind of get down to the very nitty gritty of what it is that he is feeling, because I can sense, you guys, okay? I can literally sense that Ben is about to snap. So we're going to hire a nanny. It's a little expensive, but we can afford it. And then when she arrives, we'll go to the roller rink and maybe have a couple drinks, just to try to, like, you know, reignite our spice in the relationship, because obviously all of the stressors of daily life are kind of getting to Ben. Like, obviously the mortgage is quite expensive. He wants to get that promotion. His relationship with Knox is also putting a lot of pressure on him. And literally, like I said, he is under a pressure cooker right now. And this boy can only handle so much underneath that little construction hat. So the clam chowder is complete. I need to see what Kale's been up to. He's feeling a little fearless lately, and he's taken advantage of our first snow and making what appears to be a snow pal. But actually, in reality, I think he's just playing in the snow, which isn't something I've seen very often. And I think it is so stinking freaking cute. I also noticed he wants to discuss fractions, and also he needs to finish his homework. So Ben's out here taking care of Honcho. He actually needs to go and change into like his everyday wear, because obviously we're not gonna have him going in a construction outfit. I mean, that might be like some girl's fantasy, but definitely not Marlowe's by any means. And I think we should be pretty much ready to go. She's just feeling out the nanny. The nanny is feeling very flirty at the moment. I have no idea why. Maybe she's got some rust in her chonies and it's been a while, but I'm not here to judge. Kale is moseying on over to the dinner table and doing his homework like a good kid. Also, side note, I do believe tomorrow is his very first day of scouts. Now, I think what we need to do is we need to get Marlowe and Ben over to that rink before it gets way too late. I'm hoping that they're gonna have a really good time and maybe just kind of rekindle their relationship a little bit. Ben and Marlowe just arrived at the roller rink, and Ben really needs to pee. Literally, he's been holding it the entire time he was in the car. I do need to find which one is the men's room. We're gonna go and have him poop in the stall. Apparently it was a number 2. While he's doing that, I'm gonna have Marlowe go and order them a couple drinks just to loosen up before they hit the rink. I love how we have Miss Louise McFarland, one of my Sims that I created for my save, over here manning the bar. So I'm gonna order drinks for group. Yeah, that sounds great. And we're gonna just do an EAPA because that's literally Ben's favorite drink. He absolutely loves those. And Marlowe right now is feeling pretty fearless / confident. Like, she's really excited about this date. She feels like, you know, he really appreciated this effort, and it was just really cool to see him so excited, like a kid all over again. I don't know if that kid has to poop too, but did you see him running for high heavens? Like, that kid was like, where's the bathroom? Where's it at? Whew, I need a stat. So anyway, we're going to go over here and we are going to order some drinks together. We've already done that. He's going to go and grab his beer. Unfortunately, we've got a Lilith Pleasant here strutting her stuff, taking her sweet time. My freaking fear is that somebody is going to yeet my freaking EAPA, which is exactly what happened. How annoying and how freaking rude. Hopefully, I can have this chick put it down really quick, because that is seriously not okay. I know for 100% fact that was mine, and you're over there being grubby McGrubsins. It's not happening. Ben also needs to have a little bit of fun and energy in his life, and I like how Marlowe already finished her drink. Oh my god. Wait, hold on a second. There's another one there. Oh my god. Wait, this is a black fire brew? Okay, Marlowe is feeling I think a little bit tipsy, to be honest with you. Nothing too crazy, but definitely a little bit. I think we should order a ladies' night drink just because it is ladies' night after all, and we should totally take advantage of the discount. So I'm gonna grab myself a little soft shadow. You know what? Let's just not and say we did, because that's not working for me. We'll grab one of those, and then I'm gonna actually have Ben finish up his beer, but right now he's listening to the Island Radio. Okay, well maybe we can change it to something else. Let's change it to like indie or something. I wish you would have to pay every time that you change the jukebox. I think it would just kind of add to the realism. There is an indie radio, isn't there? Maybe Ben's thinking of alternative instead. That's totally fine. We'll listen to that. And then I think I'm gonna go and maybe grab like another drink because Marlowe had another one. Why not go ahead and kind of keep up with her? So let's go and order. Let me see. I kind of want another EAPA, to be honest with you. I love how Ben is feeling tipsy and he's over there dancing. Marlowe, oh my God, like slow down, girl. She's like, you know what? I totally want another round right now. I mean, this ladies' night deal is just too good. All right, so we'll grab another one, and that is literally going to be it because she is going to be freaking wasted, and Marlowe doesn't typically drink very often. So, I mean, obviously, like, you know, she needs to kind of, she just needs to, like, chill out just a little bit. I think we're going to share some people tips with Ben. We're gonna try to, like, you know, just conversate with him. I'm really happy that he's actually sitting next to us, and then we're gonna blow him a little kiss because of course naturally we are feeling a tidge bit flirty. But you know what, even though she's feeling flirty as all hell, she is feeling a little insecure still, and she would like to share those insecurities, but of course right now she isn't feeling like that's the appropriate time. Well, unfortunately the bartender has switched shifts, so it doesn't appear that we are going to be getting anything to drink right at the moment. But what I did want to do is try to invite Marlowe to skate because I feel like before they get too tipsy, they should absolutely take advantage of the skating rink. So I don't know how good they're going to be because I don't think they've ever done this. I mean, they used to go when they were teenagers, but God, that was like seriously forever ago. Oh, speaking of ages and stuff, while we're on the topic, I did actually come up with a solution. Well, you guys came up with a solution to my aging dilemma. Also, side note, every Tuesday, the landscapers like to come out and play. So if you're hearing a little weed whacker action or maybe a really loud lawnmower, totally put it in your rear view vision and forget about it because there's literally nothing I can do, and it drives me so crazy to hear it, but it's kind of relaxing and soothing at the same time. I don't know. Anyways, as I was saying, the age thing, yes, under MCC Command Center, y'all let me know that I can actually control each individual age group and how long they stay in that age range, which is really helpful because I can change one age group and it doesn't necessarily have to affect all of them. So what I did is added 10 extra days to Ben and Marlowe's life state so that they can experience the adulthood, because Lord knows it's been treating them so well, a little bit longer. I did notice that Ben and Marlowe kind of want two different things right now. Marlowe wants to stop skating. They've been doing it for a while off camera, and she wants to go and grab another drink, whereas Ben actually wants to go and dance, even though he is feeling rather exhausted. I don't personally feel like Marlowe should have any more alcohol. That's just me personally because she isn't really used to drinking, and it doesn't bring out the best side of her when she does. But you know what? There's really nothing I can do. She's a grown woman, and I'm going to let her do whatever she feels is necessary by any means. So right now we are feeling very flirty. Apparently she told Ben that she, you know, loves him and all that jazz, and actually relatively speaking everything seems to be going quite well. The unfortunate part is she's sobering up a little bit, so that's why she wanted another drink, and she is about to crash. She's so tired. I love how Ben's over here kind of just dancing and doing the thing. He's gonna order another drink too, but what you guys didn't know is Ben's phone is actually been on vibrate the entire night because he's been getting phone calls out the wazoo and texts from you know who. That's right, Knox. Now, behind the scenes, things have been getting a little bit freaky deaky. After work, he goes and he visits Knox. He's been hanging out with Knox. They've been watching one of their favorite shows together called Sims Creek. They've been having a couple of drinks on the side. Nothing's really been happening other than the fact that they've been kind of having like this secret friendship where they're basically not letting Marlowe know, which is something that Marlowe is, of course, growing ever so suspicious to. Ben's dumb culito is going to, in the midst of having a drink with his wife literally right there, send a flirty text to Knox. Now, Ben's a good guy. Ben's a good guy. I don't care what anybody says. I know these actions are horrible and I wouldn't condone them personally, but Ben is a good dude. I feel like he's so confused, and in her insecurities continuously being projected onto him, he just doesn't know how to, like, kind of let the pressure off the lid, right? So, of course, Marlowe kind of saw Ben being over there, kind of like smiling and blushing and all that jazz. So we're gonna kind of ask him, like, what the heck's going on? Like, he's over here cross-eyed and flirty. Like, what, like, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? I kind of feel like she should, at this point, share her insecurities, because Ben's like, oh, nothing, I was just texting the nanny. Bunch of bullshit, because you don't even have her number. We really went 0 to 100 real quick. Marlowe isn't buying any of this crap. You know, you're merely making a monkey out of yourself when the bartender asks y'all to move because you're causing a scene. So now we're fighting at the table, and unfortunately, Ben has literally had it with Marlowe's accusations. In fact, he is actually arguing with her on her past behaviors, and she knows she isn't stupid. She knows she isn't stupid. He brings his phone with him all the time. She recently tried to get into it. The password has changed. She is literally sick and tired of Ben just not telling her what the heck is going on. It'd be so much easier if he would just be honest with her. In fact, honesty is the best policy. So Marlowe is finally going to say what has been on her mind the entire time. She is going to express her suspicions about being close with Knox Greenberg, because she has literally had it with the secrets. I am so scared to see what Ben's freaking, oh my god, their relationship has completely tanked, you guys. Marlowe's partner has cheated. I know for a fact that did not happen. I know for a fact that did not happen. But basically, Marlowe is accusing him of having a sexual relationship with Knox, and Benjamin has totally freaking had it. So is Marlowe at this point. She is convinced that Ben is cheating on her with Knox, and there's literally nothing else that he could say. So she's gonna go home to the children, and she basically told Ben not to come home tonight. So now we're in a sticky situation of where the hell are we going to stay? Ben's over here acting silly. He's seriously on the verge of having a breakdown. He has nowhere to go, so unfortunately the only person he can kind of rely on at this point is Knox. So we're gonna send him a little text message, and obviously who's gonna be up at 4 o'clock in the morning? We should end up just calling him. I think what we're gonna do is have him go over to his house to spend the night, since Marlowe pretty much kicked him out. Ben arrived at Knox's about an hour ago and basically told him everything that happened back at the roller rink, and I'm not gonna lie, Knox is feeling quite embarrassed. The whole reason he was blowing up Ben's phone was the simple fact that they had those delicious burritos at the Spice Festival, and he really wanted him to tag along. He did suspect, though, something was wrong when Ben started sending him flirty emojis. Of course, then the fight ensued, and now we're here. Now here looks a lot different than it did before, and that is because Knox completely revamped the old lot with the money that Blossom had left him. And to be honest with you guys, I think it looks a hell of a lot better. P.S. Side note, I did not make this lot. I will go ahead and leave credit to the creator in the comments, or not the comments, but the description down below. It is such a fun little lot. You guys should totally pick it up. But anyways, as I was saying before, even though Knox is kind of feeling those butterflies at the moment with Ben's confessions, he's also feeling, or he can't help but feel, that he is kind of in the middle of this love triangle, almost like a homewrecker, which is not his intention. But unfortunately, his feelings for Ben kind of trump every logical bone in his body, and I think things are gonna get a little steamy right now. And I'm telling you, Knox is hesitant, but Ben is tipsy, and I just don't know what exactly is going to happen here. So I'm gonna have Ben kind of make a move, because he's tired of being portrayed as the bad guy, and if he's going to be basically told he's a cheater, well, god damn it, he's gonna cheat. Like, he's gonna do it. Or, well, he might go as far as he possibly can. I don't know, we'll have to see. So he's going to embrace Knox and basically kind of like, I don't know what's happening here. It's a very suggestive but embarrassing conversation, and Knox wants to like break it off so bad, but this hug is lingering way longer than it should. Ben is going after the kill, you guys. Meanwhile, Marlowe's been up all night tossing and turning and racking her brain over last night's altercation. Something that I didn't mention, which I wasn't able to make sense of until a little bit later on, is Ben did confess to actually having feelings for Knox. Thus, Marlowe accused him of sleeping with the guy, and then now she feels like she's pushed him straight in to his arms. Of course, she never really doubted Ben, because to be honest with you, yes, there was a lot of subtle flirting there because Ben was trying to figure it all out. I'm gonna cut the guy a little bit of slack because he's been in this relationship with this woman for literally, okay, like over half of his life. He never really had time to kind of explore his sexuality, but he always stood pretty dedicated to Marlowe, even though he did flirt a couple times. Now, I know that that is no excuse. He shouldn't have done that. Believe me, that is guilt that weighs on his heart heavily every single day, and hence why he's been miserable, because he feels like he's living a freaking lie. And he's tired of it, and he's actually kind of happy that last night happened. Now, what happened back at Knox's place, I honestly don't know. That secret could lie and die with Ben. It's kind of up to him. But Marlowe isn't willing to throw in the reins when it comes to their relationship. She's finally decided that they need to go to marriage counseling to see if this is even salvageable, because right now she is completely hurt and their relationship is utterly trashed. There might not be any forgiving at this point on Ben's behalf or Marlowe's. I'm not really sure. What I do know though is Blossom is up, and of course she is coming to see her mama, so we do need to kind of be present for the children. When Ben decides to just roll on in, honestly, I don't even know. But I do know that Kale actually has a Scouts class today, and I'm really excited to see what that is all about. We want to go over and check our badge progress, because I know he actually has received so many badges, and then he is getting up for his early morning ziggy duties, and he's gonna go take his pepperoni on a walk. I love this kid. He's got his head on straight, man. I swear. All right, so what do we have? We actually have only the scholarly aptitude. I don't even know how to say that. Turn this badge, perform studious activities like reading books or completing homework. Yes, I know that he is just a total, like, I don't know, he's a bookworm. He loves school. He loves academics. You know, he's really smart. And then he also has the sociability badge in progress, which is pretty cool. He's almost close to completing that, which is awesome. It kind of gives me a good idea to see who he is going to become and what interests he'll pursue in the future. He's feeling a little bored right now, and he actually wants to read a book. Let's see what we have. Let's maybe purchase some books. I don't really think we actually have very many children's books. Now I'm thinking maybe I want to oh my god, how I dumped your father. I'm sorry, is that like for wishing on a bookshelf? And we are not engaging in that BS. No way, Jose. In fact, I think what we're gonna do is pick up the art of narwhals, because obviously, okay, a lot of people think those are mythical creatures, and they're not. They actually exist. It's really interesting that a lot of people don't think narwhals are a thing. Anyway, long story short, Kale wants to learn about them, so we'll go ahead and purchase that book, and then we're gonna go and read it, because obviously we want to learn all about the art of narwhals. Marlowe, on the other hand, is kind of freaking out. She wants to go and take a little bit of a nap. She's very, very tired. I'll let her sleep for a little bit. Hopefully Ben will come home soon. She is trying not to bombard him with a bunch of text messages right now. Give the kid some time to breathe. But I honestly don't know what's going to happen when he does decide to show up. Unfortunately, little Miss Blossom here is also feeling really sweepy weepy, but I'm going to actually have her go over here and study some shapes a little bit, because she slept the entire night. I'm not sure really what is happening. I want Kale to like read a little bit of this, but oh my god, sorry, I just said that, Bob. The first thing Ben wants to do is talk to Blossom. I think that is so sweet. Why is he so exhausted though? Like, what was keeping him up so late? Honestly, I'm gonna have him spend a little bit of time with his daughter. You know, at the end of the day, I would literally lose it if these two broke up, because I don't genuinely know what would happen with the kids. Like, I actually don't know. I have an idea. I have a theory of what could potentially happen, but I'm not actually sure if that is the most logical thing to do. So hopefully little Miss Blossom, let me go over there and hug her lovingly. He went to just check on Kale real quick, and he's like, oh, I just got a new book, Dad, with my allowance money. That's so sweet. I love it. I love how one part of the house is like an utter shit show, and then the other house is like so wholesome. It's just really weird. I love how Ben and Marlowe just don't have it together yet, and that's okay. That's totally fine. We'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm actually gonna have Ben go and wake up Marlowe, so we'll let Blossom get back to her studying shapes. Sure. She also learned, I think, the potty skill from the nanny last night, which was really sweet. So let me see if I can go over here and wake her up. I don't know. I'm so scared. Like, actually kind of am feeling a little bit nervous right now. Oh my god. I'm surprised she didn't. She's like, Ben, is that you? And the first thing she's gonna do, which is so like not, doesn't even make sense, is go play with Honcho. But no, we're gonna we're gonna give him a friendly hug. Can we do that at least? Like maybe I feel like she's always apologizing. Don't you? Like I always feel like she's apologizing. But I want to hug him lovingly. Like obviously we're not gonna be romantic and embrace him or anything quite like that. But I did want to give him a hug, and I obviously want to have like a little conversation. And you know, she wants to apologize for last night. She really does. Even though it'd be so easy to sweep this argument underneath the rug and just keep going on with our daily lives, it's not realistic. Marlowe needs to address the situation, and Ben needs to own up to who he is at the end of the day. Kale needs to stop reading his book and getting into his parents' business, and maybe just come up here and we're gonna actually have him hug Ruffy Snuggleskins because he is feeling a little sad about his parents arguing and his dad being out all night. So Ben is kind of disclosing to Marlowe that he's been feeling really pressured by the mortgage and everything that's been going on in his life. Marlowe has suggested that they go and visit the counselor. Ben is feeling a little apprehensive about it, but has agreed to go. He did want to take a quick little nap, but unfortunately it's now or never. So we're gonna go and book our appointment. I do believe it's about $100 or so to see the marriage therapist, and I'm hoping that all will go well. Fingers crossed. I am actually really nervous, and I don't know what is going to happen between these two, but I guess we'll find out. We just got home from the marriage therapist a little while ago. Ben decided to go upstairs and clean himself up because he was feeling kind of grungy from the night before. Ultimately, the whole therapist session went quite differently than I was expecting by any means. Ben came home feeling rather confident, whereas Marlowe came home feeling utterly depressed. We'll talk about it more in just a second. Dirty dogs. It's a hot dog smorgasbord. Kale has been put in charge of the grilling, and he toasted those weenies to perfection. A slight blackening on the outside, sizzling juiciness on the inside. With an unfortunate turn of events, he tripped on a wild rabid raccoon on the way to the picnic table and dropped the whole plate of hot dogs on the ground. No one seems to have noticed. Quick! What should Kale do? 5-second rule. Just dust him off. Go back to the grill and make fresh hot dogs. I'm sorry. You know, 5-second rule. He's all about it. Let's do it. That might have been 5 seconds too much. Thanks to Kale's sloppy servings, the entire troop has come down with food poisoning. Kale has learned the valuable lesson that it doesn't always pay to cut corners. Hopefully, the troop members can make a full recovery. Well, that's how Kale's first day of Scouts is going. How's your day? Like, honestly, this entire family is a complete ish show, and I'm living for it. Long story short, like I was saying, Ben came home feeling rather confident because he was able to reveal every little aspect of himself that he has been kind of keeping under wraps for years. He came out as bisexual, and boy oh boy did it feel good, because he does have feelings for Marlowe and he does have feelings for Nox. It was just a really tough situation that's kind of been weighing on him. Ultimately, last night, nothing happened other than that kiss. They didn't hook up. They didn't do anything. Nox told Ben that as long as he is with Marlowe, he cannot engage in this behavior any longer. And honestly, it was a wake-up call that I think both the boys needed, and it was actually a really huge sign of growth on Nox's behalf, because he felt so bad entertaining that and kind of being a homewrecker, especially because they kind of consider Nox to be like the uncles of their children. Like he didn't feel right about it, and after Ben kissed him, it just wasn't what he was expecting. You know what I mean? So ultimately, Marlowe, on the other hand, had a very different feeling about the situation. Instead of feeling happy and encouraged that their relationship will make it through, because the honesty, it might be a little too late on her behalf. In fact, she actually has this moodlet that says, oh my God, let's just pretend he is not being this daring right now. She's got this moodlet that says marriage therapist. I'm not sure if that solved any problems, but I think we need to be the last ones to decide if this marriage lasts or not. And it's interesting because, like I said, Ben feels like they could make it through. And unfortunately, Marlowe isn't so sure. She isn't sure if she wants to be with somebody who isn't truthful and is dishonest. And even though he did come clean eventually and still wants to work towards the family, she isn't so sure she wants that anymore. She wants somebody to be with her for her. She wants somebody who's all about her. And that is not too much to ask. But here's the thing. They're married. They have 2 beautiful kids, a wonderful house together. And Marlo has no job. She has no income of any type at all whatsoever. And so she isn't so sure how she is going to move forward in this relationship, or if they're going to move forward. Got a lot of thinking to do, and obviously I'm going to need your help because this is going to be the final call, like the last call, if you will. Anyways, Kale just came home. He is grabbing some pancakes. He had a really good day at Scouts, and he wants to share all about it with his mama. So maybe we should come over here and kind of tell her how his day went. He's really excited because he had a really fun time, and well, I mean, other than the fact that he gave his entire troop food poisoning, he really had a good time, and he's enjoying Scouts to the absolute fullest. We do need to have him kind of work a little bit on his homework. All drama aside, I still want to focus on the kids, and I feel like I am investing so heavily on their future. No matter what happens, we're staying with these children. These kids are like everything to me. Like, they're my kids. Like, screw Ben and Marlo, these are my children, you know what I mean? Ben has just, I guess, got a new lifestyle. Oh, he's a people person. Interesting. Also, I did notice Kale really wanted to hang out with his friends. He's been kind of missing his social. I forgot what it was. He was missing something. What the heck is on this girl's face? Oh my God, she's walking around all bougie. She's got a little bit of Louis on her face. I don't know what the hell is going on with this Kawaii Stacy mod, but it is just too much. We're gonna actually go over here and give Precious a friendly introduction. It's also New Year's Eve, by the way. I think what I'm gonna do is probably wrap up this episode here. I kind of wanted to do some non-stressful things, but unfortunately, that's kind of the way that this episode took a turn. Hold on, why did you just shut the door on her face? Oh my God. Okay, he knows so many kids. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. One of his friends, Taku, I think aged up, but he does have like a lot of other little. I love Tabitha though. We should hang out with her more often, actually. And I wanted to also train Ziggy a little bit more. Marlo wants to help Kale with homework. She's really trying to keep focused on his academics and making sure that the marital issues that they're currently enduring don't affect his, overall grade and stuff of that nature. So maybe we could kind of encourage him to come over here and work on his homework a little bit. Can I like have him do that, or does he have to do this by himself? He does. Okay, well, he's already introduced himself to Precious, so now that we know her, maybe we can engage with her a little bit later on. I also wanted him to open up his little simi capsules because we haven't done that either, and then maybe after that I'll wrap up this episode because we got a lot of things going on. Who the hell are you, boo? Who the hell are you, boo boo? We have a celebrity in the house. I don't know who he is. He's got to go. Can we go back to our homework though? Like, hello, Miam, thank you. All right, Kale, so let's have Marlo come over here. She was actually working on a candle, which is kind of cool. We haven't had her working on her hobbies. What is Ben doing? Oh God, yeah, he has to really push right now to get this last and final charisma skill. Oh my God, I've been having him do the wrong thing. Oh, what a dum-dum. I'm gonna have him go and practice speech. I thought for some reason he was supposed to work on his logic skill. That's crazy because that's definitely not what was happening. All right, can we have her help him with the homework? Is she gonna do it like autonomously or no? All right, let me try this again. It looks like Kale has reached level 7 of the social skill. That is craziness. That is insane. He really is like a little socialite. That is so cute. Can she help him now with the homework, or are we gonna still like run around? Okay, I was like, I am so tired of playing Ring Around the Rosie. I can't, okay? I'm tired. I'm tired. They need to like take a moment. I'm hoping that once the sad buff wears off, she could actually start thinking about what they're gonna do in the relationship. I feel like either way they're gonna be fine. I just don't know which way they're gonna go. That's it. You know what I mean? So Kale's responsibility is in the range to learn or to earn the responsible trait, which is kind of cool. So if I pull up his little character values, he is so responsible. He's actually got really good manners. I kind of want to see if I can fix some of these other things as well. Did he do his homework? Did he complete it? He did. Cool. Awesome. So let's have him open up these simi capsules real quick. We ended up actually getting 2. Wait, hold on. We got a golden father winter simi. We also got a golden buddy simi. And then let's open up these 2 and see what we ended up getting. Oh, we got a Jasmine holiday simi and a gnome simmy. I kind of want him to like do a little collection somewhere in his room with those. I think that'd be really fun. Anyways, you guys, I think right now is a good time to wrap up this episode. I'm really gonna need all of your help when it comes to Marlowe and Ben's relationship. The ultimate goal is I don't want you to end up hating Ben or Marlowe just because their relationship didn't work out. That's not the type of people they are. At the end of the day, even if they did decide to go and separate, go their separate ways, they're gonna still have love for each other. And that's kind of what Marlowe is thinking internally. She's thinking if it's fair to keep Ben in this marriage, knowing that he has so much more of himself to explore, and it would be quite selfish for her to just kind of keep her reins on that. She wants him to be happy, even if it isn't with her. She just wanted him to be honest and truthful about it, so that they could talk and come to a conclusion together before anything was too unrepairable. And even though she's over here all teary-eyed making candles, I believe in her and I believe in him too. He wanted the same thing she wanted. He wanted to stay faithful to the family. He wanted to get married and have kids and do all of that. And there was also a huge part of him who refused to believe that he was bisexual. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but a part of Ben refused to accept that. And now that he's fully accepted himself, that can go both ways. He can live in this marriage in confidence, knowing that she knows exactly, or his spouse knows exactly who he is, and he can live with that. But also, I'm a little fearful that a part of him also wants to explore that side of him. I don't really get that just yet. I mean, I did, because I feel like he was trying to figure it out before he like shouted it out. But now that he knows, I'm not really sure if he's like so focused on proving that to himself. I really don't know. See, this is why I need your help. I need you guys to kind of fill in the pieces. But at the end of the day, what I do know, they're not bad people. They don't hate each other. Nobody was ever out to like get somebody's throat. You know what I'm saying? That was never the cause. They were together since they were teenagers, and they're just trying to figure it out day by day. Anyways, you guys, I could ramble on forever. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.